The furthest back I've been able to go with the Raley family is Nathaniel Green Raley. He was born about 1823 in either Florida or Georgia. He had three wives that I know of, and they were Sarah Teamson, Sarah Ann Pate, and finally Adele Beausarge. Nathaniel and Adele had several children. George Washington Raley, Charles W., Sarah H., Benjamin, Jamesy, and Elizabeth. I will focus on George W. Raley because this is my direct line and the one I know the most about. GW was born on March 15th, 1876 in Escambia, Florida. He married Estelle C. Steiner in about 1898. They resided on Dauphin Island, where their son, George Henry Paul Raley, was born in December of 1899. Their other children were William and Gertrude. All of them were born on Dauphin Island. Both GW and his father, Nathaniel, were bar pilots and fishermen. And I'm proud to say that my family still has a bell from a ship that Nathan Green Raley was either the owner of or one that he was on. And so that's a very cool thing to have, considering the fact that it's so old. The 1930 census shows George Henry Raley, the son of George W. Raley, as being a fisherman and being married to Louise Ladnier. Their children, they had 9 children in total. They were Eunice, Henrietta, Hazel, Elroy, Eileen, Regina, my grandfather, Buck, and Jimmy and Sandra. Now, a little bit about the family of George Henry's wife, Mary Louise. Her dad was Edmund Clazier Ladnier. He was born in 1870 on Dauphin Island. He also was a fisherman. Mary's mother was Mary Jane Collier. Mary Jane Collier was the daughter of John Jack and Lena Collier. So that means that we are, of course, kin to all the Colliers around here. It's just a big family. Jack Collier was born in England, as were both of his parents. The 1880 census shows this family living in Alabama, with John Collier being a physician. Edmund Clazier Ladnier's parents were, by the way, Emmanuel Clazier and Louisa Beausarge. The 1880 census shows them living in Alabama Port, with Emmanuel also being a fisherman. That is also what my great grandfather George Henry was. He was also a fisherman. So all throughout the history of the family, we see that it's in the blood for us to love being on the water. We love to fish. We love our seafood. So, and that's something I'm very proud to say. To make it brief, on both sides of my grandpa Buck's family, the tree goes all the way back to Joseph Beausarge and his wife Catherine, and thus to John Baptiste Boudreaux II, the famed adventurer of the Gulf Coast. There are also 2 people in this tree who were in the Civil War, and they were Nathaniel Raley, who was in the 32nd Alabama Infantry, Company C, and John Henry Steiner, who was in the 21st Alabama Infantry, I Company. John Henry Steiner was born in about 1842 in France as a German citizen. Germany had control over that part of France, which was Lorraine. His daughter was Estelle Steiner, who was the wife of George W. Raley. And by the way, John Steiner's wife was Cecilia Ladnier, and so she also goes back to John Baptiste II. This is something that I've been very proud to do. It's been a very time-consuming and in some cases, money-consuming project as well. The Raleys they're kind of a part of a family that I really want to learn more about. So I'm hoping that if anybody sees this video that I'm making, I would appreciate your comments or your thoughts on it. I know I have a lot of kin people out there that I haven't really talked to or met before, so I'm very interested in hearing what everybody has to say about this.